Disney princesses. Each one is a psycho-emotional archetype. These stories aren't just about love or freedom or adventure. They are templates for how love is supposed to feel, what sacrifice looks like, what a good woman endures, and what the happy ending costs. These films hit you before you have the language for boundaries. You're not watching a story, you're absorbing it like weather. Children don't analyze archetypes. They self-identify within them. Each one of us has a favourite princess. Who am I like? Who gets love? Who is safe? What must I do to belong? Enchantment. It's the patriarchy's fishing net. It's so personal, and that's the genius. That's the violence. Because later in life, those internalized stories start to run beneath the surface, in the subconscious. And patriarchy, with its abusive dynamics, doesn't have to work very hard for you to play your part. Disney doesn't manufacture consent. It manufactures memory. I related to Belle, the intellectual in exile. Misunderstood by the world, loved only in isolation, must tolerate rage to be seen. The psycho-emotional pattern for this archetype is someone who feels alienated for being smart, different, unable to fit in, craves being understood by another person, believes that patience, empathy, and enduring volatility will earn them safety. The adult echo is the empath complex, attracted to wounded, volatile men. This film normalizes female emotional labor as a virtue. It prepares women to tolerate emotional discomfort in relationships, and it frames your personal boundaries as an obstacle to love. Ariel is the silenced self. The psycho-emotional pattern here is that your wild curiosity is punished. Leaving home equals leaving safety, and having a desire is dangerous. To feel love requires the erasure of your roots, your identity, your self-expression. The adult echo is someone who loses themselves in a relationship. If I change enough, they'll love me. Silence as survival. Sacrifice of the identity and her voice is her entry ticket into romance and love. Prepares girls to see self-erasure as romantic. It tells you that being desirable to a man is worth your personal sacrifice. Cinderella is the abandoned child. Nobody is coming to save her until he does. The psycho-emotional pattern here is hyper-resilience. Endurance is a virtue. Her worth is proven by her ability to suffer graciously. And salvation only arrives externally, through a man or magic. The adult echo is internalized endurance, waiting for life to happen to you, hope as a strategy. Cinderella is rescued not through rebellion, but because of her grace and her patience and magical intervention. So then the prince chooses her from a sea of other women. The social function is that women are conditioned to internalize endurance and avoid confrontation. It prepares young girls for an acceptance of inequality. Jasmine is the caged bird. Her core wound is that freedom is dangerous for a woman. The psycho-emotional pattern here is that she is a powerful spirit surrounded by control. She is both sexualized and infantilized. And once again, to escape the cage, you must be chosen by a man. The adult echo is it leaves women with a fear of self-sovereignty, self-doubt disguised as sass, oscillating between rebellion and emotional and romantic dependence. Her rebellion is framed as charming but ultimately tamed. The woman at the center is the prize in this male adventure. Social function. Frame female rebellion as a phase, not a solution. Normalize deception in relationship and prepares women for emotional inconsistency in their male partners. Pocahontas is our assimilation saint. The core wound here is that peace requires her personal loss. She's torn between love and loyalty. She softens herself for the comfort of others, especially colonizers. It tells you that harmony is more important than justice. The adult echo is the chronic peacemaker. Guilt around someone else's anger, suppressing your cultural rage, and that romance is a tool of diplomacy. A female sacrifice is necessary for harmony between the oppressed and the oppressor. A It prepares the viewers to accept this power imbalance as destiny. And it obviously sanitizes a very violent history. Disney princess films across multiple decades and multiple cultural settings repeat these narrative patterns, rewarding emotional labor over any personal boundaries, equating sacrifice of your voice or your family or your safety with love, framing endurance as a virtue, casting their male counterparts as flawed but fixable through your female patience, and depoliticizes serious, real social dynamics like colonization and class and gendered violence into these palatable personal stories. What would these girls have become if they had just been allowed to heal instead of fixing all the men?